Hi everyone, welcome to the Wednesday Facebook Live class. My name is Amanda and I will be leading the class today. We're going to do an interval class today, meaning we're going to incorporate strength with some cardio throughout the whole workout, just to kind of get that heart rate up and down and increase your strength as well. You're going to need a band, a chair, and of course a water bottle. Make sure you have some good shoes on and make sure you have some room kind of around the chair because we will be moving a little bit back and forth. Okay, so I'll give you a second just to grab your stuff. If you're ready, or when you're ready, you can just start with a light march. Hope everyone's feeling good today. If you're watching live, there's only a few more days till Christmas. So that's always exciting and also stressful because there's lots to get done. So as you're marching, I really want you to think about your posture. Okay, so if you've joined us before, you're going to hear us talk about our ABCs. If you're new, I'll explain. A means abdominals, and you want to tighten your abdominals. B is your bum, and you want to squeeze that. C is your chest, so you want to open up your chest. And the second C, there's two C's, is your chin, and we want to tuck that chin in. We're kind of pushing our chin and our neck out quite a bit, so we actually want to pull it back in and have that good neck and spine alignment. You can always do any of our exercises from a seated position as well. So if you find that you're getting tired or you're getting really short of breath, feel free to have a seat and continue with the march. Let's take this march a little bit wider. You might have to slow it down a bit, and that's fine. Good, and I'm just swinging my arms forward and back. Good, let's hold it here for 4 more. 3, 2, and back to a narrow march. Good. Still remembering those ABCs. Squeezing those abdominals, standing up nice and tall. Again, slowing it down if you need to. Let's go wide one more time. Good, and back to narrow. Let's switch this up to just add a heel tap. So I'm just alternating my legs, tapping my heels. Once you get that, and if you want, you can add an arm curl. Again, slowing it down. Good. Good. Can you do opposite arm? So that the opposite arm comes up of the leg. Good. 4 more. 3, 2, and let's just tap to the side. So I'm just extending my leg out. Nice and easy. Let's add a little jab to the front. So I'm just gently extending that arm, keeping it low. Good. So same arm as leg right now. Good. Can we do opposites? Oh, that's awkward. I don't know if I've ever done that before. So if it doesn't feel comfortable, chances are you're doing it right. I had to slow that down just to get my brain around it. 4 more. 3, 2, and let's tap to the back. So just extending my leg straight back. let's just do some shoulder retraction. So I'm just squeezing my shoulder blades. Good. Good, holding it here, still standing up tall. How's your chin? Is it kind of poking out? Or are you tucking it in to have that nice neck and spine alignment? Good. 4 more. 3, 2, and let's just lift a knee. So we're just gonna lift the knee up, so a little bit higher than a march, and I'm just smacking kind of the top of my thigh, nice and gentle. My opposite hand. Again, the chair is always here, so you hold on to the chair when you need to. I gotta get out of the way of the sunlight is shining today, which is a good thing. It's right in my eyeballs. Good. So hold the chair if you need to. Good. 4 more. 3, 2, and now let's just bring that leg behind us. So I'm just bringing my heel up towards my bum. So kicking my bum is what we call it. And if you want, you can just kind of gently bring that hand down. And now my hand is hitting that heel. Still standing up tall though, I'm not leaning and doing that, right? If you notice, I'm trying to stand as tall as I can as a tree, and just my leg is going back and my hand is just tapping my heel. Still keeping that neck and spine nice and straight, squeezing my abdominals, that helps with my balance. Good, 4 more, 3, 2, and let's do a double step touch. So let's go this way, so step together, Good. Swinging my arms back and forth for now. Good. All right, can you add big rainbow arms? Up and over, good. Nice and big. Get shoulder joints moving, getting all that synovial fluid moving to all of our joints in our body to lubricate them. Less chance of injury that way. So when we're doing our warm-up, we want to warm up everything we possibly can before we start that strength portion. Good. 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Good, and we'll march. All right, we're gonna add in a little bit of a grapevine, so we're gonna step behind. So what this looks like, you might have to hold on to the chair, so you need to be behind your chair for this one. You're gonna step out to the side, cross behind, your front leg releases, and then we come together. So step out first, then cross, front leg goes back out, together. So when you step out, you put your weight on that leg that has crossed behind you, so you can lift your front foot up and come together. So out, behind, out, together. I'm gonna go a little bit faster. Good. Out. Good. Perfect. Well, I hope it's perfect. We'll just swing the arms, nothing too crazy. Maybe we'll add a clap. And clap. Good. 4 more. 3, 2, and last one. This time, same idea, but we're going to step in front instead of crossing behind. So step out, in front, out, together, out, cross in front, out, together. So step out, put your weight on that front leg so your back leg releases and comes together, out, in front, out. I'm going to pick it up just a smidge. Good. Some people find this, crossing in front, a little bit easier than crossing behind. I find this a little bit more awkward. To each their own. Good. Good. Two more. And one. All right, we're going to combine the two now, and that's called braiding. Okay, so we're going to step out, cross behind, step out, cross in front, step out, together. Did I lose you? Step out, cross behind, step out, cross in front, step out, together. Again, slow. Out, behind, out, in front, and together. This is why we need the space today. Out, behind, out, in front, out, and just a hair faster. Okay, so out, behind, in front, together, behind first, then in front. Good. And if you're like, I have no idea what the heck she's doing, you can just stay with step touches if you want, or marching. You pick. It's your workout, but it's always good to challenge ourselves and try new things. It's also good to kind of get ourselves in a situation where we're a little bit crossed and tied up, because that could help happen in your everyday life. And if we don't practice getting ourselves crossed and uncrossed, when that happens outside, that might actually turn into a fall, which we don't want, right? So it's always good to have a supervised environment where you can hold onto the chair if you need to, go slow, cross your feet. Good. And how your body can get out of it. And done. Good. All right. Just back to a nice, gentle march. We're going to get into the workout today. Like I said, it's going to be a combination of some strength with our bands as well as some cardio in between, about 30 seconds of cardio. So we're going to do a set of strength, and then we're going to do 30 seconds of cardio, and then a set of strength and 30 seconds of cardio. So that's kind of what I'm talking about. We've had some people kind of make suggestions, which we are welcome to, kind of what you would like to see us do. So please let us know if there's anything you'd like to see more of, or if you're wondering about any of our exercises or any exercises you might see or hear outside of here, please feel free to run them by us. We'd be happy to help you. Good. All right, I'm going to slow down my heart rate just a little bit before I grab some water. So let's just do a gentle touch side to side. We don't need to slow it down as much as normal because we're going to bring it back up again with that cardio, right? But I'm just going to slow it down just a little bit, just so I can get some water, get my band, get my brain wrapped around what we're gonna do next. I'm not gonna lie, I'm winging it. We're just winging it today. Good. All right, I'm gonna grab some water. If you feel like your heart rate is still a little too elevated, feel free to keep slowly marching on the spot, slow step touch. All right. If you're feeling good, okay, let's grab that band. All right, we're going to start with a back squeeze. Okay, so if you've had your band for a long time, might be a good idea to grab towards the end of the band because we're really used to grabbing the middle. So this part gets overstretched and this part gets used and worked the most. So I'm going to make it a little bit harder today. I'm going to grab towards the end of the band so this doesn't get pulled apart as much. So it's going to be a little bit harder. Our feet are going to be hip width apart. okay? Knees are soft, right? I'm still got my ABCs going on. I'm squeezing my abdominals. I'm squeezing and I'm tucking my bums. We're not sticking our bum out. We're tucking it under. We're opening up through our chest, and I'm gonna tuck that chin too, okay? My hands are gonna be close enough that my index, pointer fingers are touching. That's how close your hands should be on the band, okay? And then you can release, and that's where my hands are gonna stay. Then I'm gonna lift my arms up to about armpit height, okay? I'm gonna bring my arms in towards my chest. So they were out here. I'm gonna bring them in towards my chest, and notice my elbows stay up, okay? As you get going with this exercise and it starts to get tiring, those elbows will slowly start coming down. So really kind of focus, because I can't see you, and to remind you, but try to get those elbows up, okay? From here, we're just gonna pull the band apart. As I'm pulling it apart, I'm actually feeling my shoulder blades squeezing at the back, just a gentle squeeze, and then I'm release. Squeeze and release. So a little bit of a side view, squeeze, elbows are up, release, squeeze. Good. Now we really want to relax our neck here. We want to keep those shoulders down. So make sure your shoulders aren't up like this. We want to keep those shoulders down, elbows up. Good. Let's do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, I'm going to set my watch because we're going to get into the cardio portion. Like I said, we're going to do about 30 seconds of a light cardio, but that's going to get that heart rate back up, which is great. Okay. All right. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go back to the heel taps. We're going to do this. Okay. And here we go. So I just put my band down and I'm back to my heel taps. Just like we did in our warm-up. Tapping, standing up tall. Again, you can do one arm or no arms. And if you're opting out of the cardio part, that's fine. You can always sit and then do the heel taps as well. Good. And done. Perfect. Okay, let's go back. Let's grab that band again. Let's get into some chest. So let's put the band underneath our armpits. Okay, like we're toweling off after a shower, so it's right underneath my armpits and kind of towards my upper to middle back. Again, my feet nice and wide, so I got a good base of support. Okay, I'm going to extend my arms straight out to the side, so my arms are straight, and again, they're not too high, they're just below my armpits. And I'm going to keep my arms straight as I bring my hands together like I'm clapping. And then I'm opening back up. Good. So this is another one to make sure those shoulders haven't snuck up on you. They like to do that. Good. Squeeze. And squeeze. Good. Exhale as you bring your hands together. Inhale as you come apart. Good. 5 more. Good. Remember, we want to go till muscle fatigue. So if you're already fatigued and you're thinking, I can't do anymore, go ahead and stop. If after I stop and you think, I could do a few more, you go right ahead. Okay? And last one. Good. We're going to put the band down. I think I'm going to do 45 seconds of cardio. 30 seconds was just a little bit too quick. So let's get back into some cardio. Just like we did in a warm-up, this time we're just going to step tap to the side. This is where we added those nice kind of jab punching arms. Good. I have a hair on my arm. There we go. All right, so I'm just extending my leg. Again, you can go as slow as you want, or if you want to pick it up a little bit, feel free. That's the beauty of this. It's your workout. You know how you're feeling today. I'm just thankful you're joining us. You're taking time to be physically active, which is what it's all about. Good. It's just a nice, easy extend in the arm. And done. Good. That 45 seconds actually goes by quite quickly, doesn't it? All right, we got one more back exercise. We do back, chest, back. This one, we're going to stand on our band, and we're going to do the upright row, okay? So feet are about hip width apart, maybe a little bit more narrow, but they're still apart. Okay, my hands are holding onto the band, one on each side, but I'm going to bring my hands together so my thumbs are touching, okay? I'm always going to start with rolling my shoulders down and back, because this is an easy one for us to kind of start slouching, okay? So I'm going to hold my shoulders down and back, okay? As I lift the band, my elbows come out to the side, and my hand just comes about to my armpits, but my elbows are higher than my wrists. See that? So they're not here again. They're not even in line. They're a little bit higher. Good. So up and down. Nice and slow. Speaking of slow, let's change this up a little bit too. Let's go up in 3, down in 1. So let's go up, 2, 3, and down. Up, 2, 3, and down. So even just changing the tempo is going to be a little bit more challenging, isn't it? Again, we want to get to that muscle fatigue where you're definitely feeling it in your shoulders, your upper back. But you can do a couple more with good positioning. Good. Let's do 4 more. And down. 3 more. 2. And last 1. Good. Okay, set the band down. We're going back to cardio. Okay, now we're going to do those extensions to the back. Ready? And legs straight back. I'm going to lift both arms up. Okay. Again, feel free to hold on to the chair for this one while we're doing it. Good. Still standing nice and tall, squeezing my abdominals. Breathing. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome. All right. Okay, I'm going to grab some water. We're going to get into our legs now. So we're going to get into a squat. Okay, so I have the chair here if I need it. Okay, so you can hold on to the chair if you need to. I'm trying to get out of my sunlight here. Okay, but a squat, your feet are hip width apart, if not a little bit wider. Okay, and we're going to stick those hips back. And then as we do, our weight kind of shifts to our heels. We're going to bend our knees. And then we're going to stand up. When we come up, we squeeze our bum and keep those abdominals nice and tight too. Okay, so hips go back, bend. I'm going to just bring my arms out just to kind of counterbalance myself. Good. Down and up. Nice and slow. Okay, if this is hurting your knees at all, so you will feel it a little bit in your knees, but if you're feeling any pain, make sure you try maybe a wider stance. Turn your toes out a little bit, just to kind of take some discomfort off of those knees. This is such a functional exercise. We're working our quads and our glutes and our hamstrings, all the things we need to keep living independently, keep us strong for all the lifting and carrying and sitting and standing we do throughout the day. I'm going to go down in 4 now and come up in 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and up. 2, 3, squeeze the bum, and down. 2, 3, 4, and up. 2, 3, squeeze. Back. 2, 3, 4, and up. 2, 3, 2 more. Down. 2, 3, 4, and up. 2, 3, 4. Last one. And up. 2, 3, and squeeze. Good. Okay, let's get into the cardio. This is the one where we're going to lift our knee up and we're just tapping. Okay? And here we go. Again, you can do this seated. Okay, sitting up tall, sitting forward, not sitting back on the backrest. We're sitting up forward. We have nice posture always, sitting or standing. Again, slowing this down to your pace. Shoulders back. Lifting those legs as high as you can. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Perfect. Okay. Let's get into our lunges. Okay, so this I'm going to hold on to the chair. I encourage you to do so as well. So holding on to the side of the chair. So the leg that's closest to the chair is the one I'm going to put in front. Okay. I'm also going to lift my back heel. Okay. So I got a pretty good stance here. So pretty wide stance. Okay. Now we're going to go down again like a tree. Like you're in an elevator, you're going straight down like a tree in an elevator. How about that concept? So straight down and straight up, okay? So we're just bending our knees and I'm just going straight down and just a little bit of a knee bend. We don't need to go into like a deep squat like we did with our squats. Just a little bit of a knee bend here and then we're going to come up. Again, my back heel's still off the ground, okay? So just a little bend and up. So this is where the elevator comes in, right? We don't want to rock forward and back. Okay, that's my back doing all the work. This exercise, I want my glutes and my hamstrings and those quads again to do all the work. So I'm going nice and slow. Once you get the hang of it, because I'm sure you're probably looking at me, try to look straight ahead to keep that neck and spine in alignment. I don't love these, so we're only going to do 2 more. And 1. Good. Not my favorite. I've never been a fan of the lunges. Effective, so we have to do them, right? But not my favorite. You have your favorites, right? But you still have to do the other ones too. Okay, other side. Okay. Shoulders down and back. Remember, we're a tree in an elevator. That's what I'm going to say from now on. All right, here we go. Down and up. Again, doesn't have to be a big bend. It can just be a little one. Okay, not too deep, not too low. Okay, and again, make sure we're not rocking like this. Okay, we don't want our knees over our toes. It's just straight down and up. Squeezing those abdominals. Okay, once you get the hang of it, look straight ahead, out on the horizon. Good. If you want to challenge your balance a little bit, you can lighten your grip. Good. 3 more. 2, and last 1. Good. Poof. We did it. Check. All right. Back to cardio. Okay, now we got to do the one where we bring our heels behind us. So we did all of this in our warm-up, okay, on purpose. Now you know why. Okay, so I'm just bringing my heels up towards my bum. And then if you want, you can just bring that hand down. And it's just tapping my heel. Again, I'm standing up tall. I'm not leaning. Okay, be careful you're not doing this. My back is still straight. I'm still a tree. And I'm just bringing my heel up. Good. You have to let me know what you think of this interval stuff. It's effective. Something different, right? So if you're one of our leaders joining, you want to incorporate this into your program. That's always nice if you have the capacity and the people who are able to do it. 4 more, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, let's grab some water. All right, let's go back to arms now. Okay, we're going to stay standing. Grab your bands. Okay, put your feet on top of the bands. And we're going to get into our arm curls. Okay, so what we're going to do is our hammer curls. So it's like we're holding a hammer, so our palms are actually facing in. Okay, all right, we're going to do one arm at a time so we can really focus on those biceps. Okay, so let's go up and down. Elbows are in, up and down. So notice the only thing moving is my arm, and really just from my elbow up, elbow to my wrist. Okay, so we're not swinging, and I don't want to see any space. Everything is nice and tight. Okay, so up and down, up. Good. Nice and tall, shoulders down and back. How's that chin? Okay, maybe we need to tuck that in. Okay, are you squeezing your bum? Squeezing your abdominals. Oh, and breathing. That's important too. Let's breathe. Exhale as you lift. Inhale as you lower. Good. Good. Can we go a little bit faster? So let's go reciprocal. So as one comes down, the other one comes up. Good. This way we're working both our left and our right hemispheres of our brain. So we're getting that brain health in, which is good. Good. Let's do 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. So like I said, you should feel that in your biceps, okay? If you don't, you need to do a little more, feel free, okay? Next, for the cardio, is we have just a step touch. All right, here we go, and we're just gonna swing those arms forward and back, gently squeezing the shoulder blades together. Now I gotta remember what we did after this. I think we got into our grapevine and our braiding, so we might have to change that. That'll be next. It'll be a surprise for you and for me. All right, here we go. Keep going. Squeezing those shoulder blades, tapping those feet. Good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, grab the band. Let's do our triceps. Okay, triceps, let's do, so put it in your right hand, okay, cross it over your shoulder, so it's like a scarf, okay, you're gonna keep that hand on your shoulder, that hand doesn't move, your free hand though comes and it grabs the band underneath, okay, and let's go out to the side. So we're gonna extend our arms out to the side, good. So actually your palm is facing down and your elbow is up. Good. Again, this is another one where those elbows will slowly start coming down as you get tired. Okay, so keep that elbow up, extend your arms straight out and in. Good. Out and in. Let's do out in 1 and then come in 3. So out, 2, 3, 4, and out, 1, 2, 3, and out. Really changes it, doesn't it? Just by changing the tempo. I just want you to see how it can change the difficulty of the exercise. And just challenging your muscles in a different way is so important to keep building that strength. Let's do 3 more. 2 more. Last one. And done. Ooh, yeah, I definitely feel that. So you're gonna feel that right in that triceps, okay? Switch hands, okay? Throw the scarf over the other shoulder, okay? So now that hand stays put, it stays on your shoulder. The free hand comes underneath. We're grabbing the band. Feet are hip width apart, knees are soft, elbow is up, okay? And extend out and in. Out. Oh, snap, crackle, pop. Good. Out and in. Maybe your joints popped too. Out. Good. Good. And let's change the tempo. Okay, so out, slowly in, and out, slowly in. So we don't want to jerk it like that. It's still a fluid motion. We're just slowing it down a little bit. Good. Out. Let's do 3 more. Good. 2 more. Last one. And done. Very good. All right, let's do double step touch, okay, for our cardio here. So, step together, step, clap. Are you ready? Here we go. Step together. Good. This is where we need some music, right? I'm not going to sing, don't worry. We don't want to lose any viewers. Nice and tall. Squeeze the abdominals. Keep going. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. Grab some water. How are we doing for time here? Good. Still got a little bit of time left. I'm going to try to keep this around 50 minutes or so. I knew it was going to be more than 45 today because of, I'm going to come this way, because of the cardio portion, but I know a lot of you like to keep it under 60, so I'm trying to kind of meet in the middle here. We'll go for about 50 to 55 minutes today, okay? All right, let's do some more legs and some balance, okay? So let's get up onto our toes, holding onto the chair lightly. Let's come up onto our toes, nice and tall. There we are. We got that tree again. As we come down, you're going to lean back on your heels, lifting your toes, but without sticking out that bum. So we want to tuck that bum under, okay? So come up, and then as you come down, lift the toes. Good. I'm going to do one more. Okay, and then I'm going to try to do some balance, okay? Maybe I'm just going to hold on with a finger, with my other hand close by, and up. Good. Can I go without hardly holding on? Not really. Okay, but we want to challenge our balance and work on our balance every day. Every day we want to challenge our balance, okay? Maybe you can stand on one foot, brush your teeth. Okay, we're holding on to the counter, but we can try that. That's a good way to get our balance in. You want to try to balance for 5 seconds, okay, to really see improvement. And that's 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, right? Don't count too quick. I know all the tricks. All right, let's do 3 more. I can feel it's in my calves all the way up to my bum. 2 more. One more and rest. Good. Okay, let's get back into some cardio. I think the next thing we did was the grapevine. We're not going to do that. Let's just do a 1, 2, 3 tap. Okay, 1, 2, 3 tap. And if you're not sure, don't worry. You can just keep with the tapping or keep with the marching. Here we go. Good. Shoulders back. Are you still squeezing your abdominals? Remember, have a seat. You can do this from sitting. Just make sure your bum is towards the front of that chair so you got that good posture. Good. Keep going. Sometimes the 45 seconds seems quick, and then it seems fast, doesn't it? 3, 2, and 1. Good. Okay, let's go back and we're going to do some inner thigh strengthening. Okay, so what we're going to do is I'm just going to kind of show you by holding onto the chair. This is probably the best way to do this, I think. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand on my right leg, okay, and I'm going to keep my hips and my shoulders square to the front, and I'm holding on, okay? Now my leg is out to the side, and I'm just going to bring it in front of me. I'm going to keep it straight, and I'm going to bring it in front of me. As I do, I'm just going to bring it over, across, and then with a little bit of a lift, with a soft knee, and then down, okay? So I'm going to bring it over and down, okay? Again, I don't want to twist, so my hips are twisting here. I don't want that. The hips have to stay square to the front. So it's a very small movement where you're just thinking of lifting that thigh up and down. We're working that inner thigh muscles, right? These ones are good too to get in and out of the car, in and out of the bathtub, okay? It's a small movement. Lighten your grip on the chair to give yourself that balance component. So it's a double whammy because we're doing leg strengthening and balance. Good. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Okay, now I'm going to bring my other leg over. Okay, so again, shoulders, hips, square to the front, holding onto my chair. As I cross, my knee is a soft bend. My heel is lifting up to the roof and then down. So up and down. Cross. Good. It's really easy to do this because if I twist, then I can lift my leg higher. That's not at all what we're wanting to go for though. The leg stays low and the hips stay facing the front. So that leg has to cross in front with my hips facing you guys. Good. Up. Okay, I'm going to lighten my grip a little bit. Good. 3 more. 2 more. And last 1. Good. All right. This is going to be the last little bit of cardio. So let's finish strong. Okay. Let's just go back. Okay, we'll keep it easy. Let's go back with a nice quick march to end the interval sessions before we sit down finally. Good. Nice and tall, shoulders back. Lifting those legs up. Again, the cardio part can be whatever you want it to be. Maybe it's just a march in between every exercise. That's fine too. But having that variety is really important to improve your strength. It's also just nice to keep it fresh and fun, right? Good. Nice and tall. A little bit more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, let's let's just do a nice easy step touch. Whew, we did it. Slow it down a little bit. Roll those shoulders back. Perfect. Good. All right, I'm going to grab some water and then we're going to sit and we're going to do our, some abdominals before we end with a stretch. So go ahead, put your band on the chair. Let's have a seat. I earned it today. Okay, I'm going to sit towards the front of my chair. My back is not touching the back of the chair. My shoulders are down and back. Okay, you can have your hands on your thighs, across your chest, or just kind of touching your temples, as long as you're not pulling on your head. I'm going to start here. I got a Christmas orange underneath my chin and my chest. I'm just holding that orange in place. My feet are glued to the floor, so I'm going to lean back. I don't want to touch the... Oh, hi. Can you hear me? Oh, we're back. Oh, what happened there? Sorry about that, guys. It's a bad wireless connection. But okay, we're going to lean back and forwards. Back, forward. Good. Back. Sorry about that. It said I lost internet connection. I'm not sure why. I had full bars. Who the heck knows with technology, right? Good. Let's do 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. All right, let's stretch. Okay, let's sit up nice and tall. Drop one ear over to your shoulder. Relax the opposite hand. Feel that nice pull in your neck and down your shoulder. Slowing down that breathing. And back to center, pause, and the other way. Good, and bring one arm across, come underneath, give it a nice squeeze. Keep your shoulders down, rotate that wrist. And the other way. Good, lift that hand up, pat yourself on the back, great job today. Gently lift that elbow up as high as you can, comfortably. If you're in pain, you need to back off, or you can also bring that hand behind your neck and lift up that way to get that pull and that stretch in that triceps. Again, we're sitting up nice and tall. We still got our ABCs going on. Good, and release, other arm across, come between your shoulder and your elbow, give it a good squeeze, rotate your wrist, and the other way. Good, pat yourself on the back, lift that elbow up, holding it here or coming behind your neck, lifting it that way. Again, just so you feel a gentle pull, never pain. If you're in pain, you need to back off on the stretching, okay? Good. Extend one leg out. Your heel is down. Your toe is up. Lean forward. Okay, so we're looking about 3 to 4 feet in front of our toes. Think of lifting your toes up towards your nose. Get a good stretch in your calf and the front of those shins. Good. Other side, heel down, toe up. Slowing down our breathing. Good. Let's stretch our quads. So we're going to turn in our chair. I'm going to hold on to the back of my chair. Okay, I'm going to extend my leg back, so one bum cheek is on, one bum cheek is off. My shoulders and my hips are pointed in the same direction. Okay, I'm going to lean back just a hair and then lift that arm up. So right now I'm stretching through my hip flexors and into my quads. These ones are tight. These are the ones that help us sit and stand all day. So these muscles are small, so we really need to stretch them. Chances are if you have kind of some lower back pain, your hip flexors are tight. So this is a really good stretch to do. Definitely more than once a day, especially more than one class. right? So if you're only doing our classes, okay, make sure you're still stretching daily as well. Balance and stretching are daily. Leg goes back, okay? Lean back just a hair. Lift that arm straight up. Down, turn. Okay, let's stand up one last time. Let's stretch our chest, okay, and our biceps. We're gonna open up, so I'm gently bringing my hands behind my back. I feel a stretch in my chest. Now I'm just gonna flex my wrists and bring my hands, my fingers towards the back. Now I can really feel that. My forearms and into my biceps. Good, and release. Let's do a few more shoulder rolls. This one always feels good. Okay, if you're able to, just kind of grab your hands behind your back, pull your shoulders back. Good, perfect. All right, let's end 3 big breaths. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale up, exhale down, and inhale up and exhale down. Good job today. Let us know what you thought about the intervals exercises, or if there's anything else, like I said, you're hoping to see from us, or you have any questions, make sure you let us know. If you're joining, thanks for joining live today, and we wish you a Merry Christmas from the Forever Motion team. If you're not joining live and you're watching it at a later date, well, maybe you missed Christmas, but Merry Christmas anyways, and Happy New Year.